What is happening, forum? Welcome back to another commentary video. Today I'm going to be talking about two different things relating to sports, that being WWE War Games and the JJ McCarthy situation. I will be sharing both my opinions and the opinions of an actual Vikings fan. You should go follow him, by the way. And yeah, let's get started. First, I'm going to talk about the Jey Uso situation. So WWE Survivor Series happened over the weekend. I didn't really think it was that good. But the thing I want to talk about is how Jey Uso stopped the match to start eating again. This whole gimmick is like kind of ridiculous to me. It's so stupid because the whole yeet thing is such an old meme. I don't know why WWE is trying to bring it back, and I don't know why it's working for some people at least. And the fact that they do this in the middle of shows like that, it's just ridiculous. It ruins the whole match, in my opinion. And it's also just, it's so hard to watch, man. I made a tweet like yesterday saying that, oh, he's going to do this during the John Cena match, thinking he was going to win the tournament because I really, really thought he would win the tournament. But last night he lost against LA Knight in the tournament, so that just, yeah, that there goes everything. I also think he's going to do it in the Royal Rumble, which I wouldn't be surprised because he's probably going to do it in every match he can. And if that happens, I will genuinely turn that off. I'm not even kidding. I will turn off the Royal Rumble if he starts yeeting in the middle of it. Because the Royal Rumble is my favorite match, and I just hate the whole yeet gimmick. And if he does that in the middle of the Royal Rumble, it will be ruined for me. Now, I asked LA's opinion on this, and he said that he doesn't mind it, but the yeet gimmick is getting old. Which I do agree with, because, like, this was funny back then when we were all, like, young and stupid. But, like, now that we're getting older, this whole thing just is kind of childish and dumb. He also said it's kind of a slap in the face to the stipulation and the purpose of it. Okay, yes, because they advertise this stipulation as a violent stipulation, a violent match that's supposed to change your career after it's over. Not, it's not supposed to be like a fun little. You're not supposed to have a fun little dance party in the middle of it. It's ridiculous. He also said the fact that Brock and Logan won against all those big stars is a joke. I do agree with that, but the whole Brock Lesnar situation is kind of a video for another day if I decide to make it. I hate to like mark out over this whole thing because I do seem kind of dumb talking about it, but I can't stay silent about this, man. This is just stupid. This is really stupid. Like, this whole company's gone to shit. Now, next up, I want to talk about JJ McCarthy, aka 9. JJ McCarthy was drafted in the first round of last year's draft by the Vikings, and he was injured in the preseason, taking him out of the entire 2024-25 season. This is his first actual year playing, and he is absolutely horrible. He's only started about 8 games, and he has about 929 yards, 6 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and a QB rating of 57.9. That is absolutely horrible, but he is a rookie. So I won't, like, I'm not here to just absolutely shit on him, but I still want to talk about it. JJ McCarthy went undefeated in college, and after the Vikings' perfect season, well, almost perfect season last year, everybody was saying, how good is he going to be this year? Well, yeah, it turns out not that good, and very injury prone as well. And the whole 9 thing, I think it's very stupid. I'm not gonna like say anything but stupid. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to shit on him. I just think it's very dumb. Whenever I asked LA's opinion on this, he said fire everybody, yada yada. But I said I'm not really here to talk about the state of the team. I'm just asking about JJ McCarthy himself. And I said I saw you make a tweet saying that Christian Ponder was better. You might not remember Christian Ponder. He was in the NFL for a cup of coffee. He wasn't really that good. He brought the Vikings to the playoffs once. The only thing memorable about him was that he was on the same team as Adrian Peterson during his MVP season. One of the only, the last time a running back won MVP. Anyways, in response to that, he said, I feel bad for JJ. Kevin O'Connell put the guy he trusts into a position where he was set up for failure, being matched up with a bad O-line that can't protect, and you're giving him bad play calls. I can't be upset with JJ because it's his first year as a rookie starter, technically, but he's not going to get any better than Kevin O'Connell making the plays. Either strip him from play calling duties or fire the guy. Now, I get that. I get the rage, but like people will still say Kevin O'Connell is a genius. I mean, the dude won Coach of the Year last year. Of course, people are still gonna say he's a genius. One bad season, I don't think the guy deserves to be fired. But yeah. So then I asked him, so since he's technically a rookie, do you think he deserves to be in the same conversation as Jamarcus Russell? If you don't know who that is, he's basically the worst quarterback of all time. That's probably a video for a different day too. He said to some extent. I said elaborate. He then said, yes, JJ and Jamarcus aren't good, but the difference is Jamarcus already ruined his career when he was on codeine and bro hardly studied film with the Raiders. JJ is injury prone most of the time, and I feel like he looks at this 9% of too much. He can't see the real problem with what's going on, and it's affecting his skills on the field. This is exactly what people are talking about. This is exactly what that little meme before this section of the video was talking about. How he can't really like blame himself. He just says that he just tries to ignore everything. You can't do that. As for what will happen to JJ in the future, I don't know. Nobody knows. Will he get better? Probably, maybe not. Or probably. Who knows? Nobody knows. But for now, the Vikings are just stuck with him unless they draft a new QB. And the QB class this year, it's not that good besides Fernando Mendoza, but that's probably just my IU bias speaking. But other than him, the QBs this year suck. Unless Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings can find another hidden gem in the draft, they are stuck with JJ McCarthy. And if he doesn't get better, then this team is going to be screwed for the next 2 or 3 years. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I have nothing else to say, but go follow LA3 on Twitter. And yeah, I'm done for now.